Welcome back to our channel, Just Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 major Australian student visa changes you must know in 2024. As 2024 unfolds, significant changes to Australia's student visa policies are set to impact international students. Whether you're planning to study in Australia or are already enrolled, staying updated on these changes is crucial to ensuring a smooth study experience. From new visa requirements to updated work regulations, these policy shifts could affect your plans in ways you can't afford to ignore. In this article, we'll break down the top 3 major changes you need to know to navigate the evolving landscape of Australian student visas. If you are interested in this, so to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Australia's migration crackdown and student visa changes, what you need to know. Australia is undergoing significant shifts in its immigration policy, particularly affecting international students. As the country grapples with rising housing shortages and migration challenges, the government is introducing stricter regulations to address these issues. International students, a vital part of Australia's economy and education system, are directly impacted by these changes. Key developments such as the doubling of foreign student visa fees and proposed cuts to international student numbers are creating ripples across the education sector. Here's a detailed breakdown of what you need to know about these new policies. Increased student visa fees. One of the most prominent changes is the doubling of the foreign student visa fee, which took effect in July 2024. The visa fee hike is part of the government's broader initiative to control migration numbers and address the country's housing shortage crisis. By raising visa fees, the government aims to generate additional revenue that could be directed towards infrastructure development and housing solutions. However, this increase also serves another purpose, to potentially deter lower-income international students from applying. For many prospective students, the doubled visa fees present an added financial hurdle, particularly for those coming from countries with weaker currencies. This change is expected to shift the demographic of international students towards those with higher financial means, which could reshape the student body in Australian universities. Some students may seek alternative destinations with more affordable visa costs, impacting Australia's status as a top international study destination. Government crackdown on migration. In addition to visa fee increases, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's administration is taking a strong stance on broader migration issues. The government has initiated a crackdown on visa loopholes, aiming to reduce the exploitation of the student visa system. In recent years, there have been concerns about individuals using student visas as a backdoor entry into Australia for work or residency, without genuine intentions to study. The government's efforts to target these loopholes focus on ensuring that those who are granted visas are genuinely contributing to the Australian economy and society, whether through education or skilled work. This crackdown is expected to create a more regulated and fair immigration process, but it may also result in a more rigorous visa application and screening process for prospective students. Proposed cuts to international student numbers. Another significant development is the government's proposal to reduce the number of international students allowed to enroll in Australian universities. These proposed cuts are aimed at alleviating housing pressures caused by an increasing student population. In major cities like Sydney and Melbourne, the influx of international students has contributed to rising demand for housing, exacerbating already existing shortages. For universities, this presents a significant challenge. International students make up a large portion of their revenue, and any reduction in student numbers could impact university budgets and the overall education landscape. However, the government argues that limiting the number of incoming students is necessary to address broader social issues like housing affordability and infrastructure strain. Conclusion: Australia's new visa policies and migration crackdown reflect a significant shift in the country's approach to balancing economic growth with sustainable immigration practices. While these changes pose challenges for both international students and universities, they also create opportunities for addressing long-standing issues like housing shortages. As Australia navigates this new phase of migration control, both students and educational institutions will need to adapt to the evolving landscape. Staying informed about these developments is crucial for anyone considering studying in Australia in 2024 and beyond. Navigating Australia's evolving student visa regulations in 2024 is essential for ensuring your educational journey remains on track. These key changes highlight the importance of staying informed and prepared. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Channel Just Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we are going to talk about 3 major Australian student visa changes you must know in 2024. Australia is implementing significant changes to its immigration policies that will particularly affect international students. As the country faces rising housing shortages and migration issues, the government is tightening regulations which could have substantial impacts on students and universities. One of the most notable changes is the doubling of the foreign student visa fees effective from July 2024. This increase is part of a broader strategy to manage migration numbers and address the housing crisis. By raising the fees, the government aims to generate additional revenue that could be allocated to infrastructure and housing improvements. However, this hike also serves to potentially deter lower-income international students from applying, which could shift the demographic of students in Australia. The government is also intensifying its crackdown on visa loopholes under Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's administration. This crackdown targets the misuse of student visas, focusing on ensuring that those who hold these visas are genuinely contributing to the Australian economy through education or skilled work. The video is to prevent exploitation of this visa system and ensure that only those with legitimate educational goals benefit from it. As a result, prospective students may face more rigorous application and screening process. Additionally, the government is considering proposals to limit the number of international students allowed to enroll in Australian universities. This proposal is intended to alleviate the housing pressures caused by the growing student population, particularly in major cities such as Sydney and Melbourne. The influx of international students has increased demands for housing, worsening existing shortages in these urban areas. Universities, which depend significantly on the revenue from international students, could face financial challenges if these proposed cuts are implemented. Overall, these new visa policies and migration control represents a significant shift in how Australia addresses housing shortages and manages immigration. While these changes present challenges for international students and universities, they also offer an opportunity to address long-standing issues related to housing and infrastructure.